Hello, Sag. Welcome. Welcome to my channel and welcome to your next 30 days read. I just wanted to say thank you for being here so much. I'm so happy to be back and reading again. I was just going through my own energy balancing and working on myself a bit. And I just, am so happy to be back and be able to, tap into other energies, right? And I'm just so thankful you're here. And so basically, before I got into your read, I spent a little bit of time in your energy and just kind of letting spirit guide me in regards to where this reading's going, right? And so I closed my eyes. I seen fire in my mind's eye because I was like, thinking about who to read for. I heard Gemini for a second, and then yesterday I was going to do Sagittarius, but my day got busy and I didn't manage to get to the reading. So yeah, apparently we're reading for fire. So another thing that I did see when I was meditating on your energy was a tree line, and the leaves were off of the tree, and the trees looked like birch of some sort. I don't know if that's a thing, but anyways, so the trees, it was like fall, and I seen a teepee, just one single teepee, and it seemed as if it was close to a like river line. So there might be a message in regards to that for you, and also the message of getting back to your heritage or something in regards to that. Maybe just kind of getting by some water, having it be like a spiritual experience. And maybe it would be of benefit if you are working on manifesting or creating something in your life. It may be beneficial for you to utilize maybe some offerings to spirit anytime that find yourself next to water, or anytime that you're practicing your manifesting and your spiritual practice. And that could be as simple as going for a walk by some water and setting your intentions and really speaking life in regards to your thoughts, speaking life into the things that you are trying to create. I really feel that will benefit you substantially in regards to what it is that you are meditating on and manifesting. Strength comes in. So it looks like you've just done some self-work. Wow, things are looking good for you, Sag. Let's see what else we got. So it's just so funny how that card fell. Okay, so let's see what else we got here for Sag. Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. The King of Swords. Okay. Give me a second here, Sag. So this is what we're going to do in regards to your read. We are going to pull a general spread. I'm going to go over this spread with you, and then I'm going to tap into your love and your finances. I'll pull four cards on each side. And then, I'll pull a card from a couple of my other various decks here, oracle cards, in regards to advice from spirit on your current situation. So Sag, you're coming in as strength. So this is telling me that you have balanced your divine feminine energy. You've done some healing, some resting of the mind, some transformation. You're coming through a transformational time in your life, and that time consisted of you having to really work with the beast inside and tame that beast, and make consistent effort towards what it is that's wild inside you, and that's not only wild but more challenging for us to tame because it's bedded within your subconscious, as well as your ego. So it's definitely a lot of beautiful work had to happen, and hard work, for you to come out of that process. So this is saying that you've really worked at yourself, and you've tamed that beast inside, and ego is part of that, especially because the Leo, the lion, is a very the word ego is tied to Leo the lion in more than one way. So that is really important. So there's a humbleness about you now, which it's just so beautiful, because like when it comes to relating with people, we must have we must be humble and have humility, and sometimes be vulnerable as well. And if our ego is impenetrable, if the lion is in charge in regards to your interactions, then those interactions are going to be a lot more challenging, because it's the wild against the tamed, so to speak. So yeah, like I just wanted to say, like, kudos to you for really getting there, Sag. So next thing that comes in for you, which I just think is amazing, is the Wheel of Fortune. It came in on its side, so this means that the your luck is about to change, and your luck is about to change because you brought yourself to a more elevated vibration through that personal work that you did. So like that's it's good, it's really good. Okay, Seven of Coins. So the Seven of Coins sometimes speaks to like us, you're progressing, but it's like you've planted the seed, you've watered it, and this is the work that you've been doing, right? You've watered it, and things are starting to pop up, and things are starting to like turn in your favor, but there is a cautionary of having to still be patient and don't pluck too soon. You want the fruit to ripen. So definitely, things are starting to come in for you in the, financial aspect of what it is you're moving towards, which is a really beautiful energy. So then the Knight of Wands comes in, but the Knight of Wands comes in reverse. Okay, so this is telling me that this is where your energy needs to be balanced. Take note that your card is blue. So this card is directly represented by our throat chakra. So there may be some challenges in regards to speaking your truth, in regards to communicating your authentic, the things that you really truly stand by, and the things that are you. Okay, there may be communication challenges in regards to another individual. There could be some ghosting happening, and that energy is what you are required to balance right now. So, and that energy also speaks to not having the ability to move swiftly forward into the things that you desire or the things that you want. There's a lack of what's the word I'm looking for? Lack of action towards your truth. So definitely take heed to that, because you want to every day consistently move towards what you want, and have your vision in place in front of you, and take viable action every day towards that, because then it'll come in for you a lot quicker. Ensure that your energy is balanced. Ensure that you're communicating your authentic truth, which is just so important, because this Knight of Wands is your energy right now in the reverse. Lack of communication, lack of having the ability to speak. The things that are, really, really inside you right now. And, that can make it, challenging. Okay, so let me put it into perspective like this. Why do you feel like it's hard to tell people your truth? Why do you feel like, you can't open up to people? I've been trying to go at my readings more introspectively for individuals rather than just speaking what I feel is the truth. But I think it's a valid point to ask yourself why you don't feel like it's necessary, or I think necessary or just required to communicate your truth to other people. Okay, so reason why I say that is because the King of Swords is the best possible outcome energy. Okay, so the King of Swords, it's generally ruled by Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini signs. But the thing about the King of Swords coming in the upright for you is the King of Swords is a pretty savvy king. He's very loyal, but he's got the sword of discernment, and so that speaks to the sort of truth and justness and strength of character. But just notice that these pillars behind him, they look like they've been carved out of ice, right? So the King of Swords has no problem communicating his truth and cutting things out of his life that are no longer serving him as an individual, so he can be a strong king that is, solid in this character. So a little bit of masculine energy closing out this general read, but definitely take heed to the fact that things are definitely turning in your favor. Your challenge is just being your authentic self and talking about the things that you need to in regards to any old energy that you may be carrying, because if you release that by conversations, you could even write a letter, you could send, or you could type out a text just to say how you feel and delete it, but I think the throat chakra really speaks to having the ability to just forward, say whatever it is you need to say. So that's what I'm getting here for you, and this is your general messages, Sag. So now we're going to look at your love and your finances. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for showing me all of the messages in regards to Sagittarius love. Show me Sagittarius love. Show me. Okay. I love how these readings just represent each other. I'm going to put that one in the center. Show me Sagittarius money. Show me Sagittarius money, Spirit, please. Thank you. Okay. You are definitely starting new cycles, and okay. So, Sag. Love, you are looking at the Ten of Wands energy coming into this. Ten of Wands is closing out that cycle of burden, energy. Sometimes it can be like, challenging, because like, it seems as if like there's some energy that you just don't want to like continue to have. So there is some challenge there in regards to maybe just releasing what it is that isn't serving you in regards to your love. Now, you're coming into this reading as the King of Wands in reverse. So I just have to say, Sag, this is a very masculine energy that is imbalanced, okay? It is, being very demanding, unable to understand things from any other perspective other than your own. It could be it's a very like self-loathing kind of energy, just being in your it's definitely being in your ego when it comes to what you're willing to tolerate or not. And that the love is actually defined with complete and utter compassion and empathy for another individual. So it's not a very ego-based energy, love itself. So it seems that in the love sector, you're just not willing to I wouldn't say not willing. You're sitting in an energy that is very self-loathing type, and very demanding, or just completely shut off. So there's a contributing factor to that energy. I'm tying the Seven of Cups that came in with this King of Wands, because maybe you just feel like you're unable to make compromise because you have many options, which is completely valid and completely fair. And should a person settle? I don't think so. I'm not sure if it's settling or if it's, just a personal thing within you that hasn't been healed yet, and in terms of growth and elevation, is what I'm hearing. So you also have the Five of Coins in reverse. So this is again speaking to communication stuff. The blue, blue is all about your throat chakra. So you may be feeling like you have been like, either like abandoned or left out, in the cold, is what they say, but just left out of something, maybe completely, feeling of abandonment. And those feelings could be actually tied to your child life, like your childhood. And that energy, could be something that was like stirred up in regards to your love situation. And that I think that Spirit is saying that there's some communication that's needed to be able to really get to the core of the matter in regards to your love. Fives are all about change, so the potential for change is there in regards to this situation. So I just wanted to mention that. And the last card you got for your love was the Star. So the Star is all about healing. The Star is actually represented by Aquarius as well, Aquarius energy. Notice how the stars are a heart, so this is like matters of the heart. Somebody is definitely the apple of your eye. So somebody who makes you feel like all can be healed. And also just take note that this is a green card. So this is working on your heart chakra, you know, being a little bit more open in regards to, you know, your heart space, because, oh, and it's tied to your Wheel of Fortune, which is, you know, like, obviously this is the cycle that you're about to basically end. Like, if there was a bad cycle going on, like, you're about to have a turn of events that's going to make things a lot more beneficial, balanced, abundant, beautiful, very just, you know, grateful. And I just wanted to say abundant again. So, okay, that's your love. That's your love, Sag. Now, let's look at your work. So work and money is, again, we're in the 10 of Swords energy. So you have definitely been feeling potentially coming out of a time, like when it comes to your finances, that were really challenging, may have felt like you've been taken advantage of, stabbed in the back, things of that nature. This is an energy that Spirit is asking you to get rid of. Super important. 10 of Wands energy, notice they're both yellow. Solar plexus energy. Solar plexus energy is, I like to think it's like a masculine energy as well, because, you know, it's all about the I am energy. And so it's going to be important for you to continue in your manifestation process and what you're creating, to utilize affirmation and ensure that you're pouring the right thoughts into your mind. These thoughts are of, you know, wisdom. These thoughts are of strength, agility, passion, desire, sharpness, things of that nature, because the more you tell yourself those things, the quicker your body and your spirit and your, you know, just your self will be able to change into that vibration where things will just flow into you. The Chariot comes in. So this is you sitting in your energy. This is root chakra energy. This is very fiery energy. Like, I look at reds and I instantly, you know, connect it to fire. Reds, yellows, and, you know, even your green, oranges, right? But anyways, so being rooted, safe, feeling like things will come in for you, and it certainly will, because the Chariot is all about victory, right? It's about being victorious and having fast forward movement. So the Knight of Wands energy being in reverse, there's some work there for you to gain back that desire and that passion in regards to your work and finances. Knight of Coins comes in. So this is also another very promising card. It just might happen a little bit slower than you want or anticipate, but, you know, sometimes life slows us down for a reason, because we need to do something in regards to maybe personal growth and development, but also just being patient and knowing that it's coming in for you is really going to be super important. I got the Three of Swords in reverse. So this is you, like, coming out of a time of, you know, heartbreak, right? And it was challenging for you, and you felt like, you know, you were taken advantage of or stabbed, you know, like, when I don't mean stabbed like with a knife, I'm sorry. I just mean, like, you know, almost like taken advantage of, or like, or maybe just going at your work life situation in regards to, like, you know, having a broken heart and being victimized and things of that nature. So speaking back to that solar plexus energy, it's speaking to wanting you, Sag, to really focus on your I ams, okay? Affirmation and, you know, joy and being grateful for things, super important as well. So let's get you a little bit more advice here, Sag. We're going to look at love. communication is big for you too, Sag. Oh, strategy. All right. 6th chakra. Yeah, communication and what are you pouring into your mind. Strategy. So having a plan, writing the things down that you need to do. And like this is a journal log, so definitely when you write things down, Sag, the more likely they are to happen. If you're having any challenges in regards to manifesting and which way you want to go, journaling will get you there faster. Okay. 6th chakra, Archangel Michael. Oh, sorry, Metatron. So this is all about that third eye energy. Spend a little bit of time in meditation and you're going to get some answers. If you have any questions, because I got 2 7s here. And one of them is about having a lot of options and an inability to pick, or a challenge to figure out what it is you truly want. 7 of Cups can also speak to drinking, potentially too much. The Hawk Prince. Okay, spirit communication and paying attention. It's 11. So if you're seeing hawks regularly, that is spirit communicating with you, generally that you're on the right path. Pay attention to what it is you're thinking about at the time that you see the hawk, things of that nature. And just knowing that spirit is communicating with you. It's funny because the tree line in here is how I how I seen the tree line in my mind's eye when I was meditating on your energy. So that's pretty cool. The Cosmos and the River Queen. Flowing, letting go, natural movement, creativity, and vastness. Just understanding that there's so much you can create because there's just so much space to grow. Well, I hope you liked your reading, Sag, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share the content or leave me a comment. Just let me know how things are playing out for you. Things are looking really, really beautiful for you. So thanks for being here.